Welcome back once again to Season 3 of the North American Star League, and as promised, we've got the Kraken on the set. Come on in, Greg, and you're looking very sunburned today.
Yeah, a little pink.
What happened?
No, this is my tan.
What happened to your face?
The mining out thing that you have NASL players do every week. Me and Morrow went and filmed that earlier today, and I don't really do so well with the sun. I don't know. I'm the only white person who's actually white in Arizona.
The bane of every gamer.
I thought I was immune to it, but I guess not.
Well, it happens to the best of us. Greg, did you happen to watch that last series?
I got bits and pieces of it. Yeah.
What do you know about Lowly, and what can you take from his play?
I hope I don't take anything. One base baneling on, I don't know. I thought that went out of. I thought that stopped working about a year and a half ago. Did Thorsane just not scout it at all? I didn't see the early game.
He went one Marine triple orbital.
Yeah, I saw he ended up with triple orbital and reactor Hellions that weren't out yet. But did he not scout the expansion?
No, he didn't. He didn't scout.
Well, I guess that kind of serves him right. It's nice. Terrans have been super greedy lately, so it's nice to see. But
I think I'm going to start going 12 pool banelings.
It's not really supposed to work.
CVT too. Oh my goodness! All right, man. Well, you've got a big show match tomorrow against Morrow. You guys have had some history. What do you think? How do you feel going into the games tomorrow?
Pretty good. I've been playing well, practicing a lot. ZVT and ZVZ are pretty similar for me, but they're both the matchups I feel comfortable in, and I just feel pretty comfortable going into it. The maps kind of suck for ZVT, but there's a couple of good maps like Dual Sight and Belshire where I feel pretty comfortable. So I have that, and then I have good strategies, good plans for the maps that are hard for ZVT. So I feel really good going into it.
Awesome stuff. Do you feel like, given how you guys have sort of exchanged words in the past, do you feel a lot of pressure to win this game?
Not particularly. Well, we haven't really exchanged words. He's like the nicest, well, he's a Swedish guy. They don't talk shit.
Fair enough.
So it was just like me being mad. But no, we're pretty friendly. We've been hanging out all day and stuff. There's no additional drama to it. It's just like any other match. You want to win.
Yeah, Morrow's a cool guy. I've enjoyed hanging out with him as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. How have you been enjoying your time so far in California with us, the NASL boys?
It's a lot of fun. Like I said, got a little bit of sun. That's going to be really painful in about 30 minutes. But other than that, it was a lot of fun going out and doing the mining out thing. Not to spoil it, but that was a good time. Pretty unique experience. I don't think a lot of other tournaments really have that.
It's so funny because it's just the top half of your face is sunburned.
I don't know how I managed that. I have no idea.
Are you wearing a Zorro mask? I know. I guess that covers the top half.
Now you just
inverse Zorro.
You just say that you don't really have real drama going on with Morrow since he's a really nice guy, but do you still have some minor revenge feelings for that IEM final back then?
Yeah, he kind of deserves to be beat for that. So we'll have that going in.
All right, man. I'm really excited for tomorrow's Vessel 7.
We've got a couple questions for you from Reddit. The first one is about Brood War players coming over to StarCraft 2. You and I and Kevin, we were kind of discussing this a little bit yesterday, I believe. But what do you think? What's going to happen to the landscape of StarCraft 2 when Flash and Jaedong start playing?
I don't think it's really going to revolutionize it. Certainly not right away. There's just the current StarCraft 2 players have been playing for almost 2 years now. That's a lot of time to catch up, even with their basic RTS skills and the fact there are some similarities in the game. It's going to take them a while to really catch up. I've heard from Korea that obviously they have the talent, but they're not dominating yet or anything, even though most of them are playing a lot now. I think it's just going to be a lot more good Koreans. They're just going to bolster the ranks of the low code S, high code A players, and then you'll have a few standouts. I imagine Flash will be one of them. I think Stork is another one whose skill set is really well set for StarCraft 2. And you'll have those few standouts. But just like with the current StarCraft 2 players, MVP and 4GG have both switched over. 4GG has been playing nearly since the beginning, even though people don't really realize that. And he's kind of a middling Code A player. He usually gets into Code S and then loses first round. Whereas MVP won 3 GSLs, and 4GG was the much more accomplished StarCraft 1 player. So there's a different skill set involved in this game, and you can't predict directly how successful they're going to be solely from StarCraft 1 experience.
All right. That answer.
Yeah. Greg has thought about this one.
Well, how do you feel about the Korean dominance of all of StarCraft 2 right now?
It's to be expected. They work harder. They have a better infrastructure. They have a better environment. They have also the language barrier, I think, is actually a really big understated portion of that. They have a lot more knowledge flowing around in their community. They work harder at it, and when you work harder at something, you get more experience at it, and then they share all that information within their team, and then friends between the teams share that, and so it gets populated throughout the entire industry over there. But then it hits that language barrier, and we don't get any of it. And American or foreign players don't work nearly as hard. We don't explore the game as much, so we don't have as much information about that. And also, we just don't tend to cooperate as much for some reason. We have very insular communities. Like the EG guys all play together, but we don't really play with the Europeans too much because there's the server divide, and they're all on different teams, and we're not too close with them for the most part. So, yeah, they work a lot harder, and then there's much more exchange of information amongst them.
So, I mean, is there direct steps that you think foreigners can make to become as competitive?
Oh, work harder is the easy one. Going to Korea is definitely a very helpful step. You can't get better practice than you can there. And then mostly everything just comes down to working harder, but not only within practice, but also thinking about the game more and sharing those thoughts with others and getting their thoughts on it and actually discussing everything.
All right, Greg. Last question is about your own work schedule, but not StarCraft related. Your pump and iron schedule. How's that going? How much do you bench press these days?
Bench? I travel too much. My max actually hasn't gone up since we put that video up, and I did 205 there. We work out maybe 4 or 5 days a week. Me and Machine always go. In Control usually goes with us. And the new EG Masters Cup caster, Isaac, EG Azale from World of Warcraft, he actually goes pretty much every day with us too.
Cool stuff, man. Does lifting weights make you a better StarCraft 2 player?
I think it might actually, because it's a pretty good stress release. It's something fun and relaxing to do. It takes your mind off the game, and you do need to reset like that once in a while. And I just feel physically worse when I'm not working out. So
awesome
I think
stuff.
So.
Well, Greg, it's always a pleasure having you in studio. Kev, do you have anything for him before we kick him off the set?
I'm very satisfied. I'm really excited for tomorrow. Wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, I know you want to plug all your sponsors, so let's see how well you know the lineup.
Yep. I'd like to thank Team Evil Geniuses, all our great sponsors, Intel SteelSeries, Monster, Kingston HyperX, Beyond Gaming, and Sapphire. And all our other great sponsors, you can find them on our website, evilgeniuses.net. Thank you.
That's why Greg's the boss. Yeah. Good luck tomorrow, Greg. Thanks so much for coming on and talking to us. Thanks so much for coming out and hanging out with us. And we'll see you at the Anthill in Irvine tomorrow. Just like all you guys should, too. So come on out. Meet Greg, meet Morrow, meet Rotti and me. And
have some drinks with us. Laugh. Yeah. Enjoy StarCraft.
And that's it.
Enjoy life.
Yes.
Pump iron. Bring dumbbells. Everything's
bring dumbbells?
Yeah.
Meet Chance. Will Chance, the esports puppy, be there tomorrow?
Chance will be there. That's awesome.